first of all start by thanking all the residents and parish councils and parish meetings who've come along this evening and shared their thoughts and views with us, and have had the strength to stay through the debate as well. I appreciate how frustrating it can be. I'm sure all of you are saying, oh, why didn't they say that? What's the answer to this? We understand all of that, and I will come back to it at the end of what I want to say. Storm Henk led to the worst flooding in Rutland for well over a generation, and we in this room all have sympathy for those who were impacted by these floods, and a number of us were in different ways as well. It's been acknowledged tonight that our officers worked tirelessly to mount a response within the existing policies of the council, and we're continuing to provide help and support to people who've been affected. And our priority has always been, as has been mentioned this evening, on the vulnerable individuals and families. And we're also lobbying national government to release extra funding for flood-hit areas, including ours who don't meet government thresholds. Tonight's special meeting has given councillors and residents a chance to discuss the issue of flooding, and it's clear that severe weather incidents like Storm Henk and Storm Babet are becoming more common and having a bigger impact on our communities. And while the previous council declared a climate crisis in 2021, this was not matched with sufficient resources until now. And our new administration, as has been said, has made this a top priority and set money aside in its very first budget to achieve meaningful objectives around responding to climate change, although we have to wait until Budget Council to see whether our budget is accepted or not. A strategic flood risk assessment was completed in October of last year, as we've heard, and will help to inform a review of the council's flood risk management strategy. And our new strategy will need to reflect the growing risk of flooding at homes and business premises within the county, and not just the kind of surface water flooding we've seen in the past. And we've also taken steps to commission a more detailed investigation into the causes and circumstances of this month's flooding. It's very easy to do a knee-jerk reaction to anything. It's much harder to be rigorous in your analysis and then make judgments as to what to do to prevent the same level of devastation happening in the future. But that's what we as a council, and I think I can say that for all the councillors in here from what's been said, is what we intend to do. It's a thorough process and can take significant time. Former councillor Gordon Brown, helpfully in his deputation, included a link to a review, a Section 19 review undertaken in Blackpool. That was a really quick one. That only took a year. I've looked at some 20 up and down the country that have taken place over the last few years, and a year is the shortest, and some of them have taken 3 years to complete. I sincerely hope we do not take 3 years, but we will do our best to get it done as quickly as we can. We are being asked by Councillor Stephenson to approve the establishment of a scrutiny review. In inverted commas, the scrutiny committee can actually choose a number of mechanisms to undertake this. So I don't think we as a council would want to be prescriptive. It's something I wholeheartedly support. In fact, Councillor Paul Brown and I met with the chair of scrutiny Monday morning of last week, before we even knew this debate was going to be happening tonight, to suggest to him that he might bring it forward to scrutiny committee as something they might undertake. And I would hope if scrutiny does decide to go ahead, that one of the areas of activity will be resident voice.
Can you sum up now, please, Councillor Waller?
Yes. To take your views on board as part of the evidence that then goes forward to this council.
Thank you, Councillor Waller.